It still says
live.
Is it live?
Live.
Oh, live. Good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Vape Talk UK, episode 96. Riad's not here again, but he's going to be here later. How's that? Yeah, he's back. I believe Riad now has internet and can join us, but he had to go and pick up a cooker because he blew the last one up trying to deep fry everything. So
is that what Maharaja was all about earlier?
I'm guessing so, yeah. Probably ordered a curry and then tried to batter it and deep fry it. But we have got some special guests this week. So let's go from left to right on my screen. First of all, Big Tom, say hello, mate.
Hiya.
That's Big Tom off the internet. You might recognise him. Quite a big deal. Yeah. Mark Dolan, say hello, please.
Wagwan.
Wagwan, Famalam. And our two special guests, Matt and Dan from Frostbox Industries. Say hello, please, gentlemen.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
So, some of you might recognise these two. I'm not sure if everybody will, but they are part of our little sort of month of celebrating UK makers and shakers and all that sort of business. So we wanted to bring them on the show and tell you a little bit about what they're doing. But before we do that, I think we've got to do that thing that we do every week, haven't we? I suppose.
See you next week.
Yeah, there we go. Fuck it, show's over. Done. So Big Tom of YouTube fame, what are you vaping this week, mate?
Can we change it to former Big Tom of YouTube, please? Because I've not uploaded in 6 months and I'm done.
Little Tim of Facebook fame.
There we go then. That's better.
How's your week been? What you had for tea and what you vaping on?
Well, it's only Tuesday, but week so far is not bad.
Okay.
Got a great weekend coming up, which I'm stoked about. So that should be a blast.
Why don't you tell us why your weekend's going to be great, Tom?
So I'm going to spend it with 2 of the 4 people I'm looking at. Hopefully the other 2 as well. But yeah, I'm going to be spending it with good old Mr. Dolan and good old Mr. Shy Vapes. We're going to be at Mark's shop on the weekend, Vape-esque, having the Endless Cloud meet, which is going to be fucking immense. I can't wait to see the boys. It's always great to catch up with the boys. So I'm waiting for later on in the week. But so far it's been not too bad. I'm on the 2 Minikins with the Pandora and the 24 Slammer. And I'm vaping, again, the good old marmalade from the Jam Vape Co. And I've had for tea, fish cakes. Fucking fish cakes. Fish cakes.
Nice. I love a fish cake.
It's frozen, so it's all right.
Tom, who's going next then? You throw it over to someone. Let's do it. Ideal Home Show style.
I'm going to go you.
You want to go me?
What?
You want to know what I've been vaping on?
I'm going to go you. I want to know what you've had for tea. When the last time you had a strangle wank and what are you vaping?
Well, okie doke. For tea, I had ham and cheese tortellini with a bit of cheese sauce and some pecorino romano.
Okay,
One of my favourite quick meals on a Tuesday night. Takes like 10 minutes to make. Piece of piss, love it.
Can you put that into an English term, please, Stuart?
I had pasta and cheese sauce, Tom. For us tea, I had pasta and cheese sauce, and then I had dry cheese on top.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate that.
Last time I had a strangle wank. It's been a while, actually, to be honest. Yeah, I haven't had a strangle wank for a while. I have got a bit of rope over by the bed though, so I might have one tonight. We'll see. We'll see. I just, I've been preferring a bit of a pokey bum wank lately. It's a bit nicer than a strangle wank. It's a bit more tender.
I appreciate you letting me know that.
So welcome to Vape Asphyxiation Talk UK this week.
Welcome to Sexual Deviancy Talk UK. I'm vaping loads of setups again tonight because I've got too many things that I'm enjoying at the moment. I'm enjoying loads of fucking vape gear at the moment. I'm having one of those things again where I own loads of nice stuff that I really like. So Theory and DNA 166, and on there I've got the Skill RDA from Twisted Messes and Vapor MD. That bullshit. You've all seen it by now. It's like the new thing to compete with the Goon. It's fucking brilliant.
All of you, remind me, I need to bring you tip Saturday.
Oh yes, just the tip, Thomas. Just the tip. Absolutely loving that setup. And in there, I have got oh, what's that? That's a marmalade on toast from the Jam Vape Co. That's what that is. Yeah. So that's one. Then I've got my Pandora and Noisy Cricket 225 set up. Look at that Pandora logo on that cricket. Ooh.
How the fuck did you get on that there?
I just fucking Sharpied it on mate because I was bored. But I'll tell you what, mate, I showed JB a photo of it and he lost his tiny little mind. It was fucking beautiful. He was so happy, bless him. That made my day, that did. So it was worth taking the 30 seconds to draw a very simple logo onto the side of a Noisy Cricket. And in there, I've got more Jam Vape Co. Got the blackcurrant jam on toast with butter from the Jam Vape Co. Those are really fucking nice, but oof.
Stu,
Cotton.
Stu, hold your marmalade bottle up.
Marmalade, yeah, that's my marmalade.
How much is in there?
I've got about half a bottle left in there.
So you're preferring that over the blackcurrant then?
Well, no, I've just been mostly vaping the strawberry and the marmalade. I've only really started giving the blackcurrant some honest attention today. So I think the marmalade's probably the nicest one, but I'm struggling to choose between the other two.
Can I be deadly honest with you, boys? I've done 300 mil since last week.
Of what, the marmalade? Jesus. How many pucks of cotton you been through?
A fucking few.
It's eating me cotton.
It's the first thing I said to you, right?
Yeah, it is. It's fucking lovely, but yeah, it'll cost you a little bit on cotton. Not that that's a bad thing. At the end of the day, cotton's cheap, you know. Fuck it, you vape the juice you like, right?
Majority of fucking juices that have got sweetener in it are only coil killers anyway, so a lot of people are used to that anyway.
I have got a third setup as well. My birthday present, which Paul Harrison very kindly helped me out with, did me a very nice deal on it because he's a ledge. My second endless clean 24 Slam'em V2S. All of that usual nonsense. I've got some 10-ply frame staples in there and some very dirty cotton. And on that, I am vaping Crema from Elements. Or, after a drunken day out for my birthday, as we now call it, Kerm.
Sorry,
because that's what it says on the bottom. Kerm. What it's called now. Yeah, that's me. Loving it. Having a very, very pleasant week.
Bless you, Mark. Bless you, Mark. Just to let you know, if you sneeze more than 3 times, it's an orgasm.
Mark's sneezing, guys.
And you're just
pay attention. Make sure you pay attention. Right. He's now going to have to wipe his eyes, so let's just put him on broadcast a minute. There we go. Good. How you feeling there, Mark? You all right?
Another pair of perfectly good underpants ruined.
Oh, he's good, isn't he? Right, shall we have the guests going last or shall we have the guests going next? What do we reckon?
Last, without a doubt.
Guests going last. Dolan, how's your week been? What did you have for tea and what are you vaping on?
This week, again, it's only Tuesday, so yeah, it's been a nice old week. Not a lot really happened. Nice weekend though. Got to spend some quality family time and all that. What have I had for tea? You're shitting me right. I've not been home from work long enough to have tea yet. And what am I vaping? I am vaping Brass Rogue, the Black Pandora. Sorry, Gunmetal Pandora. Just got those in today. Very.
What tips on that?
Oh, not telling you.
What tips on that? You gotta tell.
I'm sure Stu will recognise it.
That's a skill tip, isn't it?
It's a skill tip.
Have you seen it's like the fucking One Ring? It's got a hidden message in it.
Has it?
Hold it up to the light.
He's fucking trolling you like fuck.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm being serious. Look in the brown Alton bit, Dolan.
Oh, that's all right. No skill needed. That's
Yeah,
all right.
there we go.
Innit? I'm about as skillful as a spasticated zebra. Anyway, where were we? On that, I am vaping blackcurrant jam.
I'm not saying there's a common thread this week.
But genuinely, we have all been out and bought it. It's not been sent in to us. It's not.
No, obviously not.
I'm liking the other two as well, but blackcurrant for me. Blackcurrant for me. The blackcurrant for me. You know what? I have never, ever in my whole spasticated Z Gebra. One down, and for me, I have never, ever found a blackcurrant that I like. I think
That's racist, isn't it?
Blackcurrant is just, to me, artificial. It's chemically, it's fucking rancid, like. But
it's usually put with sort of like a menthol as well, isn't it? At the end of the day, the majority of the fruit with it's like blackcurrant is put with a menthol.
Yeah, you see, with this, it's sharp, but it's sweet at the same time. I really like it. Really like it. In my regulated hand, I have the stupid swipey thing. seriously boils my piss. And Hurricane Junior. And in that, I am on Old Faithful, Makina.
What kind of a bottle is that? What sort of peasant loser bottle is that you're vaping?
The peasant bastard that's vaped all the 140s.
How's Lion's Oil holding up?
You're safe, mate. There's a few
Nice
left
one.
in the
See you
140s.
Saturday.
You're good.
Yeah. Good eye.
So yeah. Varied hand this week. I've also got the HK25 and the Skill, but I'm not really using that. That's just sort of Saturday.
That's from Comp Life's Chinese factory, isn't it? That?
Yes, it is. Thanks for bringing that up.
Their Shenzhen factory.
Yeah.
Good factory, that. I'll tell you what, they're so much cheaper when you buy them from there.
It was a birthday present.
Good, you've got nice friends.
Clearly, the bastards could have bought me an original one.
What do you mean original?
An authentic.
Oh, you mean the American factory?
Yeah, the American factory. Sorry, yes. Is that what we were?
Do you know what? This week, we don't give a fuck about Chinese factories or American factories because we're talking about a British brand this week.
I'll tell you what, though, before we finish, whilst I do use my clone, Martin Reeves, who's in chat tonight, we bought him one for his birthday. Do you know what he did? He gave it away. Didn't even vape it.
Martin, you sly bastard. It's not on, that is. It's not on. Sorry, Dolan.
Martin, if you're watching.
It was shit. Look at that. Oh, fucking disgusting. You know what? Martin was a member of the Rogue team. Now, he left the Rogue team, so he got rid of all his Rogue mods. So we thought it was only right that he had a Rogue mod in his hand. So we bought him. We went out and we lovingly bought him the Rogu mod.
Oh, you got him a clothes?
The Rogu mod.
And he doesn't like it. He thinks it's shit. Inconsiderate.
One of those rouges that you keep seeing people talking about on Facebook groups.
Yeah.
love the rouge. Guys, what's going rate for a second-hand rouge? Don't know. No idea.
It's a rouge.
Martin says rouge rules. Bless him. So, as I was saying, we're talking about a UK manufacturer this week. Let's hand it over to Dan and Matt then. Guys, what are you vaping on this week? How's your week been? Don't say busy, because that's the obvious answer.
Yeah.
Introduce yourselves to the chat and let us know what you've been vaping on this week.
Right, I'm Dan. I've been vaping on the Minikin Cleto 120 combo with a touchscreen that works. And a bit of Naked Fish Barracuda.
Barracuda.
It ain't bad.
That's a Pat Benatar song, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the flavour profile on that, if you don't mind me asking?
It's a honeydew sweet fruit, but it just tastes more like honeydew, if I'm honest. I ain't getting a lot else out of it.
You know what, mate? The best part about that juice is it doesn't taste like fuck all after an hour of vaping on it.
There is that. There's that. And then I've got the crossbox, obviously, with the double vision RDA.
Look at that.
Look at the size of that chuff.
Fucking, I bet you have to wait an extra 10 minutes for your vapor to get up that.
Yeah. It's,
Do you know what? I think I've still got one of them somewhere, actually.
Fucking hell.
I mean, it's been a go-to. I've had that many RDAs, and it's just a go-to, you know what I mean?
I'm sure I've still got one somewhere. I don't think it's beside me, though, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure I've still got one.
And then on that, I've got the Bonanza Shake.
That is a delicious juice.
Oh, yes.
That is a very, very tasty liquid.
Very little left.
What about Matt?
Yeah.
On the naughty chair at the back.
Yeah, I know. This thing, no, check this. It looks mega. I kind of.
Oh,
There you go.
oh, he's here. Riyadh.
All right, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh,
we can
yeah.
hear you.
All right, you fucking virgins. I'm like, what are you vaping on?
Well, we were actually just in the middle of discussing that before you arrived. So
Oh, fucking brilliant.
if you could hold on for just a moment, we'll get to you.
Okay, I'll sit here nice and quiet. No light.
Thanks, Riyadh. Appreciate it.
I could do with a lamp, to be honest.
A lamb. Did you
No.
say a lamb?
No, I didn't say lamp. I said lamp. Lamp. I love lamp.
Lamp. Okay. Sorry, Matt.
Yeah.
You were saying.
Yeah. I bought this the other day just as a tester, right? It's Bubble Sour Apple.
Yes. We've had a bit of that come through the shop.
Yeah, it's actually all right. It's not too bad. And I've got, it's just an old frost box. It used to be like a Squonker, and then I converted it to a series and a couple of bits and pieces on it. But I can't bring myself to throw it away, so I've kind of.
Oh, this is that battered one that you were telling me about that's been in wars. And
Yeah. And RDA wise, this is an old school one. I found this the other day at the bottom of the drawer. It's the old. Let me show you that. It's the old Forge Philippines RDA.
Jeez.
Oh, I love those frostbots. I love them. I wish I could meet the people that made them.
Well, it just so happens that your dreams have come true.
Is that what this show's about?
Nice. That is exactly what this show's about.
Nice.
Is it just the one setup for you, Matt, this week?
Yeah, I have got a Cooper box as well, but it's recently died, so it hasn't
Quality
come on.
products, Cooper boxes.
It wasn't.
Well, better late than never. Riyadh,
Hi guys.
how are you holding up, mate? How's life?
Oh, it's terrible, isn't it? Fucking. I'll tell you what. Yesterday, right? It's unusual for this little town. Apparently, I don't know. I'm a little bit blue, smurfed up, but there's like 6 police cars that went past the shop, and there's people running around the town, like police running around with guns. A little bit crazy. But nothing better to do.
Riyadh, have you bought yourself an internet?
I have 200 meg Virgin.
Can I borrow one?
Exactly the same name as my ex-girlfriend, believe it or not.
Nice. Riyadh,
Mega Virgin.
Riyadh, what are you vaping on? That's what we all really want to know. We've not seen you for weeks.
No, well, you have, but just in
Doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Okay. Is it because I can answer back now without you guys
Exactly.
talking over? Okay.
Exactly.
So I'll get a lamp in a minute to brighten me up. The Riad SOI, nice, lovely, good vape. The Carrot, Lagoon, and this thing.
How's
American
your
V2.
touchscreen on that? I heard the touchscreens on that can be a bit 50-50.
Mine's fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
Works
okay.
every time.
So I guess they can be a bit 66-33 then.
60. Do you know what? Look, swipe down, got it straight away. See? I'm not being funny. All right. Yeah.
Dolan, do that again.
Fucking thing.
Go on, Dolan, carry on.
To be completely fair, for
There we go.
for the mentally challenged, it can be quite hard. I understand that, but you know, we are training Dolan up to be able to.
Or if you're trying to operate it with very long, spindly limbs that have hooves on the end of them.
It is. It's like a crab. It's like a crab trying to finger a bird. It's not going to work, is it?
It's weird. I'm actually watching Planet Earth as well at the moment, so that's something that we can have a chat about after the show if you like.
Stone bags. This is cancer. You read that in chat. That's brilliant, isn't it?
That's really good, isn't it? That's dead clever.
I love contributions to the show like that. Really makes it worthwhile. What am I vaping on? Miami Drip.
Oh, he's got some Havana.
Havana. Love
Yeah,
the
what
Havana.
oils you smoking this week, Riad?
What oils? Oh, fuck me. Don't talk to me about oils, mate. It's a whole new world. A whole new world. I'm quite excited to get on. I am vaping the Alpha Vape Raspberry Ripple Ice Cream. You know, nothing like a good one shot to get you going. Other one shots are available, and that was it. Really.
You say Alpha Vape was the brand on that? Did you say?
Alpha Vape? Never fucking heard of them. You heard of them?
And where's that name come from?
Sony, I think.
Okay. Fair enough.
I don't know. And also, I've got a Frostbox here, which these guys kindly sent me over. No, I didn't get one.
No.
I was going to say,
I'm trying to work out why you've only got one chair there. Is there one chair or is just one guy really small?
It is really small, but yeah.
Okay. Excuse me. Sorry. Right. I'm going to go get a lamp. Anyway.
Cool. See you in a bit, mate.
In about an hour. All right.
All right. Let's tell you who these two fellas are then, I suppose. Matt and Dan, Frostbox Industries. Give us a little idea what it's all about.
Well, it's something that started out actually in 2015 when me and Dan went to Vape Fest in Shrewsbury, and we got talking to Big Tom at the event. Actually, it was just something that I was doing initially myself at home, you know, just making mods and stuff in the garage, of which actually at the time I didn't enjoy very much because I thought I knew how to solder, and it turns out I didn't. You kind of, you know, every now and again I started sort of trying to work out better ways to make the mods cleaner, crisper, you know, utilize better individual components that go into each box and stuff like that. And it just kind of started to snowball, you know, and at the start of last year, Dan came on board and we sort of added the word industries. You know, we knew we wanted to take it to sort of out of the garage, if you like, and, you know, do more of a business style thing with it, really. So then we're at the back one day at break time, and Dan's like, you know what the acronym is for that, Frosty? And I said, no, and he said FBI, and of course it kind of stuck. So and then ever since then we've been talking to our boss at work, and he showed a real interest and was sort of happy with the fact that, you know, initially I wasn't going home, I suppose, and sitting down on my backside, as he said. I was just trying to, you know, do something, and it's not for money or anything like that. It was just for pride, you know, being proud of myself in creating something, and it's just seems to snowball.
Yeah, it's just spiraled out of control, isn't it, from there?
I was going to say, you say it's not really about money, but you've sort of gone from very humble beginnings, and it's sort of becoming quite a serious thing now, isn't it? It's gone from a hobby to a full-time job, and a full-time job, and you're now in an actual industrial unit. Is that right?
Yeah. We're all set up as a limited company now, and
so you showed me a photograph before we came on air of somebody's
naked men.
Yes, also of naked men. Of somebody's collection. Let me have another little look. That photograph so that everyone else can see it.
That's a big shout to Mari, actually.
That's Mari's collection. She's
there we go.
Obsessive.
So what it essentially is, correct me if I'm wrong at any point here, but what it essentially is a Hammond box.
Yeah.
Finished with really fucking good quality powder coat.
Yeah.
And stuffed full of all British top quality internals.
You've been reading their website, ain't you?
I've been talking to the guy that makes them for a couple of months.
Who's that?
His name's Matt, and he's very small, and he's always slightly further away than his business partner.
Oh, like Ant and Dec, isn't it?
No one knows why though. No one knows why. In any given situation, always just slightly further away.
Yeah.
Is Matt always on the left as well?
Probably.
Yeah.
So, right, it's parallel boxes and series boxes is what it started as, wasn't it? Just simple unregulated. Is that the deal?
Yeah, fully unregulated boxes. You know, the components, like when you mentioned everything being British, I mean, I think the only thing, everything's British sourced. The only thing that I know is from China is going to be the 510 connectors, which we've been in talks with like local CNC companies in the UK to have numerous bits and pieces done. One of them being an RDA, which I'm sure we're going to get onto shortly.
Yeah.
But to be honest, yeah, if they can do an RDA for us, then I'm sure that they can hook us up with a 510 that we can come up with.
Oh, we know someone that's got a great 510.
MM510, Mr. Bombmaker.
Yeah, we know someone who's got a wonderful 510. It's fantastic. do you know a man called Rick Grove?
Yes, we know Rick.
Yeah, we know Rick.
Lovely guy.
Do you like a man called Rick Grove?
Yes, everybody likes him.
Nah, he's a prick.
There's a couple of different choices for the modder out there. You know where you're going to go and get things like 510s from, but ultimately, I think it's sometimes when you get down to, especially the way that Frostbox has gone over the past sort of 6 months, especially, you look at every component and you just think, well, I'd like to at least have a go at making that, you know, irrespective of if it's something as simple as a battery sled or a 510 connector. And well, I say simple, but these things are sometimes far from.
That actually sort of brings me on to a bit of an interesting point, because obviously it's you say like, oh, you know, you want to have a go at making it, or you want to have a go at trying this or that, as if it's quite a normal thing. But for a lot of us, it isn't. You know, I mean, I'm a fairly technically minded person, and I vape, and I've never even thought about attempting to make a mod. So what is it about your background that brings you to just decide to start putting wires in a box? And
like, that's the biggest insult. Just poke them, just fucking throw them in. Fuck them.
Chuck them in. Yeah, that's all it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
To be honest, right, I mean, I've always, like, when I grew up, I mean, I had a habit of sort of always wanting to take things apart. I didn't like putting them back together again, which happily I seem to have found that skill now. but I mean, Dan both work at the same place. Oh well, I did until I started Frostbox, and you know, we've got sort of engineering backgrounds and things like that. I think a lot of it stems from just, you know, what our dads are like and stuff like that. It's just.
My dad was a decorator, so we want that.
Not that all yours. But,
that's what we want. Go on. Have an argument. That's what we want.
We don't argue.
But no, I think in all fairness, just before Vape Fest 2015, do you remember, like, back in the day when things like the Chiyu first came out?
Personally, no.
Yes,
yeah, big Tom, you'll remember the Chiyu and the Bagua and stuff like that. And like, I can remember having about 200 quid set aside to get myself a Chi, and I could find them, but you just couldn't buy them because as soon as stock came in, it was Vapist vaporizers back in the day that used to have all the legit stuff. And I think he used to have, you know, like a handful of mods come in.
Yeah.
Within minutes, they'd gone. and I just couldn't find myself one. And I jumped onto what's his name, Matt from the American guy, the reviewer, Shotman Mod, and he reviewed a box mod. It was a Hammond box. It was a 1590B box, and it was very, you know, as a lot of them are, including the frost boxes. You know, it was a basic, sort of just a normal box mod, but it's very clean inside. And I just kind of looked at it and just fell in love with the design. And because I couldn't buy anything that I liked, and I couldn't find anything else I did, you know, that sort of filled the void, I thought I'll just build something. So I just decided to go down that road.
You built 3 mods, didn't you?
Yeah, I built Dan one, I built me one, I bought Paddy one.
Oh yeah, you built 3 mods, yeah.
And actually no, I built 4, including the dickhead box, but I'm sure Tom will mention that. But the day before the Vape Fest, me and Dan were upstairs in the office. You could hear his angle grinding coming. We looked out the door, and what I've done is I dropped a pair of 26 650s just in parallel inside this B box. And because I was using a Keystone sled at the time, 3D printed ones weren't out, so to speak. And Paddy was downstairs with this big whack-off angle grinder, knee on the top of the bench sort of thing, sparks flying everywhere like an 80s porno. And like, you know what I mean? I'm like, what are you doing, mate? And he's like, I'm just...
What 80s porno have you been watching? Robocock and the Adventures in Pussy?
And he's like, oh, don't worry, Frosty, so I'm sorting it, mate. And he just went through and managed to get the lid to fit flush. And then off we went to Vape Fest, and then Tom experienced the dickhead box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear this story. This has been batted about a couple of times now. What's this dickhead box all about?
Well, the dickhead box, I'll let the boys explain it a little bit better, but sort of my first experience of meeting the boys was Vape Fest. And I saw there were lads, a lot of lads there around this sort of campfire, and all lads chilling out and whatnot. And all I'm hearing is fucking giggles and giggles and giggles. And there's this box mod being passed fucking round, and everyone's fucking choking the tits on it, absolutely choking their heads off it, and just like, yeah, have a go, have a go, have a go. Make sure you juice it, have a go. And then they come up to me, Tom, do you want to try this box? What's this box? Dickhead box. I'm like, what? A dickhead box? He went, yeah, have a go. Fucking first pull I did it, I fucking choked me bastard head off. Absolute fucking animal it fucking was. But I'll let the boys obviously speak about how they did it and whatnot.
Yeah, well, it was nothing compared to what's available now, though, is it?
No,
What do
no.
you think
No,
of
but not then though, boys. But then, boys, back then, even though it's only 2 years ago, that was extreme to what it was then.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, what was in it now?
What was in it was a dual 26 650, which in theory will have a higher internal resistance than an 18 650 anyway, so it won't hit quite as hard on paper, but you probably wouldn't notice much of a difference. But it was wide in series, and at the time, as I say, even though the boxes were like rough as hell, you know, the interest was there. People were like, what is it? It's a Hammond box. It's you know, but this dickhead box, it was a D1CK H3AD, I think it was. And it was like, basically, if you were brave enough to have a go on it, because it was unregulated, then it was like you're a bit of a, you know.
No,
Hero.
very few people managed it until that one bloke, I can't even remember who he was.
Chris had a go on it, remember? He put him on the deck.
Oh, yeah, well, that was because Chris right it.
Was this at Fest, did you say?
Yeah.
Was that the one you tried? Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was the very first fest at Shrewsbury.
Oh, very first one. That was more than 2 years ago, Tom. Yeah. You're losing track.
No, it was the second year at Shrewsbury, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2015.
Second year at Shrewsbury.
That's the one I went to, and actually, I think it was one of you that came over with it, because I remember Tom talking about Dickhead Box.
Yeah, it's the one that all we could hear was Tom shouting, Alan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
My bad.
In fairness, though, to the dickhead box, I don't know. It was kind of like, it was for me, because Ohm's law was something that, you know, I've sort of studied up quite a lot on, especially since starting Crossbox sort of properly. But in those days, it's pretty much like you've got an RDA, you've got 6, 7, 8 wraps on it, whatever, and just whack it on and off you go, sort of thing. So we're probably way out of Ohm's law. This thing was kicking like a mule. And like Tom said, you know, people like, make sure you juice it up for God's sake, because this thing's going to have you. And
it did a few people, yeah.
It was just a bit of fun.
Transformation for me personally, because when you guys first had that box, there was nothing really out there that took that to the extreme. I know that's sort of light to what's on the market at the moment, but at the very time, that was very sort of people like, oh, should I have a go? You know, very sort of timid against this box. And, you know what I mean? It sort of, for me, it sort of set a sort of standard to where it was going, you know what I mean? Where the vaping sort of standards were going. And I appreciate the fact I had actually had a go on that box at the time. You wouldn't have usually touched it. You'd have shit yourself, because it was an unregulated series box, and you'd have gone, fuck that, I'm not having a go on that. Because
wasn't that the same weekend you picked up the VCM stacked?
yes.
Yeah, that was a dickhead tube.
Yeah.
So that sort of brings me onto a point of, like, they're Hammond boxes, right?
Yeah.
We've seen Hammond boxes, like every fucking homemade mod in the world from like 5 years ago onwards was a Hammond box, right? It's like, it's the standard thing. So when someone looks at Hammond box, they sort of, the first thing that comes to my mind is homemade mod.
The first thing that comes to my mind is lean.
Lean.
So
That's the old one, though, isn't it? They've updated them now, haven't they?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
it's
Lean.
still lean.
Lean.
Yeah.
So what is it that separates, like, why would you choose a Hammond box, and what do you have to do to a Hammond box to turn it into a premium product?
I think,
Very cool.
yeah, well, to be honest with you, like, the
Alice tweaks.
yeah, the thing about a Hammond box is that, you know, they never have been designed, I suppose, for, you know, to be used as a vaping device, and they never will. It's just like an electrical box. It's got a 3-degree lean, so it comes out the mold. But the way I look at them is that, like, it's part of the character, you know, of the box. It gives it kind of its soul, if you like, and it's a bit of a sort of bad guy, I suppose, when you've got like a world that's surrounded with pristine boxes and tubes that all look identical. You know, pretty much, not everything, but there's a lot of things that have just come out of other countries and stuff that are kind of, you know, they're just all sort of fairly similar, aren't they? You know, and you kind of,
Yeah.
if you're doing something that's just that little bit different, it's like a lot of people, like someone mentioned the other night, we're talking about music, and like they got back onto the topic of things like vinyl. And some people prefer to listen to a record on vinyl. You know, it's as if we've gone right forward with the digital age, and then you kind of, it just comes full circle again, and everybody's back into, you know, like the good old days, or the old stuff they used to be into. And I think that maybe Hammonds might become another in product again sometime soon. You know, they might not, but you also get your sort of clunk click sound. It's like, it's the typical, you know, sound that you get with the Hammond box, and it's just the character, you know, everything about it. So, and I just looked at it and thought, what's the best way just to make the cleanest and the crispest kind of basic, does what it says on the tin box mod that you can do, and how can we improve the powder coating and the magnets that we use and the buttons, the switches, the braiding, the MOSFETs.
Here's the thing, because what you've essentially done is taken something that's very everyman and elevated it. And now, historically, when people do that with a product, it costs a fucking fortune, and it ends up being something that's, you know what I mean, it's like that sort of hipster, like, upcycling sort of vibe. But frost boxes aren't even actually stupid money, are they?
No.
No,
I don't think so. No.
no. I mean, realistically, you know, now we're a business. I mean, we've got bricks and mortar to sort of think about, and wages and everything else that's associated with running, you know, your own company, so to speak. But I know that's a choice that we've made, and I suppose at the end of the day, they've been going out to retailers, and people have been sort of selling them on for about $119.99 as a going price, if you like. So of course you then think, well, we can't start undercutting these people, because if we start doing them any cheaper, then people are just going to come to us, and it's going to cause World War III and all the rest of it. But, you know, there's so many other bits and pieces, which is like, why I'm looking at engraving the 510s, upgrading the sleds to, well, we're hoping to move away from 3D printed. So me and Dan again, RDA, you know, we've been talking to the same CNC company about solid polycarbonate sleds or like a solid acrylic and flame polish them to give them like a block of ice look inside the box. And it's all these little tweaks, you know, that we're going to swallow some of the. We're not expecting everybody to swallow, you know, the end consumer to swallow everything, because it's not fair. But,
there you go. Just
how much?
sorry.
£2 million.
£2 million. Well, that's cheap. Because
Yeah, just to interrupt you for a second.
Yeah,
Douglas Mearns has just put in chat £119. Fuck me, I spent more on an Atty. Damn good price.
oh, sound.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
So I mean, Douglas, to be fair, does have mods that are made of like unicorn hoof and, you know, gargoyle turf and stuff
it's
like
actually buffalo horn, but that's not an elephant tusk. I heard he's making an elephant tusk one.
that. Wasn't that just a drip tip, Riad?
Yeah, he's made several, to be honest.
I'll be deadly honest regarding, because obviously I've known the boys quite a long time, and obviously I've seen very sort of lurky how the guys have progressed in sort of building the mods. And from opening one of them boxes, guys, do you mind opening one of the boxes and just showing the internals and how fucking crisp and clean they are inside?
Yeah, this is the exciting bit, actually. This is the bit that got me.
I'll show you the red.
Yeah, the red one.
I mean, look at that braiding on that fucking wire. And
Stuart, no one wants to see your face. Can you click them on?
yeah, they are clicked on.
Are they? Oh.
Yeah, they're clicked on. I mean, it's just fucking perfect in there.
Yeah, clean as fuck.
Even down to that ribbon. Look, I mean, I'm guessing you have to have those ribbons like custom made and stuff. It's
Yeah, I've actually spoke to the ribbon company today, believe it or not. There's a new ribbon that we're having done. The printing on it is sublimation print, so if it gets wet or if you get e-liquid on it, as you guys know, it's almost like tattooing for the ribbon, so you'll never get it off. It'll never come off. I think recently, like, I went down to a local engravers, right, I saw this chap, quite a backstreet place, but he's going to engrave the 510s, and I took one in as a sample, and I kind of thought in the back of my mind, it's going to cost me not a fortune, but it's going to cost me quite a bit. I hope it turns out really crap, so that I don't have to have them.
Isn't this? You showed me something about this, didn't you?
Yeah. Dan's got it here.
There we go.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, if you don't mind showing it, we'd love to see it.
Yeah, there you go. And it just worked out really, really nice, and it actually cost me more for the engraving than the whole plumbing connector. But it just, I looked at it and I picked it up off the bloke and I went, "Damn it, Bill!" And he's like, "What?" And I said, "Oh, you've gone and done it, mate." I said, "It looks really smart," and it just finishes it off. I don't have to have them done, but I'm gonna.
Right, so very quickly, because it's just come up in chat, somebody's just asked, are Frostbox at Vape Jam? And someone instantly replied, no, Expo only. So,
Cheers, Dolan.
I want to know something really quickly.
Go on.
How much have you paid spitting a drip of reviews to post in the chat?
1 million. So
that's half a Frostbox you paid, and that's not bad.
No.
just half of what?
Yeah, just a single 18650 model.
yeah,
As long as you don't do what Hexo have done and close it off and make it look all fucking Chinesey.
It's not gonna happen.
no, it's. But I mean, like things like it's all the finer details, you know. I mean, the magnets that I'm getting now, it might not seem like much to some people, but I mean, we've gone up in magnet. I suppose they class them by letters and stuff. So the new magnets are like an N class, so you get like an 18% increase on strength. They're nickel on copper or nickel plated, so it'll never tarnish. And of course, being as it's like one of those things that people are going to see, I want to make sure that it's going to be, you know, looking like new for as long as they possibly can. Sort of thing. So things like the sublimation print on the battery removal ribbon. The internal stickers for the polarity stickers on the sleds will always, from now on, the 2017 models will be the same stickers that are on the outside of the box. So if you have a box mod, like recently revealed that we're doing like a fruit range, so we'll do like strawberry, lime, orange, grape. and then the polarity stickers inside will match as well. So, but they're all fully die cut on the front as well, and we get full surface lamination on them. So the stickers themselves cost quite a bit, but again, it's worth it. And to be honest, I've never had one where they've delaminated or people have mentioned to me that they're peeling off or anything like that. Even though some people might say, "Oh, I prefer to have it engraved." I've never had any issues with stickers and stuff, you know. But people can then peel them off. They can hopefully in the future go on the website if they want to purchase other colours and stuff like that. You know, there's nothing stopping them doing that. So it's all about customization, you know, and offering people just something that's quirky and different.
Got another question from the chat. What's the warranty on the box?
At the moment, I think what we're trying to do, I mean, I'll up until now, sort of thing, me and Dan have been sort of honouring pretty much anything that that comes back. It's mainly battery sleds, being as they were 3D printed, that we're finding we're having hassle with. But I think what we'll probably end up doing is something like, and don't quote me on it, but
hang on, I'm getting the website up. Hang on.
It'll be like something like a 3-month initial warranty against parts and, you know, manufacturing defects, and then I think the class is like a limited lifetime warranty on the boxes. So you know, we'll fix any box, any issue, whether it's a MOSFET blown or a resistor or the battery sled or anything that needs, you know, sorting out inside the box. But after that initial 3-month period, it'll be down to, you know, the customer. So it'll be like the effect's gone. It'll be like, I don't know, 5 or 6 quid for effect plus postage, that kind of thing. We've got to go through it with a fine tooth comb, really, and make sure that we're not breaking any rules by me just typing something that I think sounds good. I've got to, you know what I mean? I've got to sort of make sure that
That's what everybody else does. Yeah.
I want to make sure. Well, you guys know, as most people do that might know me and Dan in person, or just through this whole vaping adventure that we're all on together. It's kind of, you know, we're not here to sort of rip people off. We never will be. If we can help people out and do what we can, and we just want everybody to be, I suppose, as happy and as content with the box mod or anything that they buy from Frostbox Industries. And if there's a problem, then, you know, we'll do our best to rectify it. We're not going anywhere, so.
No.
So,
Well, it's a vaping product made by vapors, and at the end of the day, you guys want the same experience for other people than what experiences you've had. So I kind of agree what you're saying, definitely.
Yeah, cheers, Doc.
Definitely.
Yeah.
yeah, it's that different approach, isn't it? That when you're someone that would use the product, you sort of have a bit of a different angle on it to what, you know, someone that's just there for the money would otherwise maybe bring to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's it, yeah. At the end of the day, it's nice to be proud of something.
Tell us about Expo plans, because that's the big thing for you guys, isn't it? Expo is going to be like the big curtain drop, isn't it?
Well, Expo's one of them things that, I mean, we went to, was it November last year? October, wasn't it? Yeah. We went in October. We had a little bit of a section on the sluice juice stand. A lot of good feedback about the mods. So we're basically going again this year. Again, we're going with sluice juice. A little bit of space. It's a little bit too late for us to get in, really. So late on. But we're going with sluice juice. And hopefully we're going to be unveiling the RDA there. Fingers crossed.
So yeah, that's the other thing. Obviously, last week we did a whole show on an RDA. So, you know, a lot of our regular viewers are very clear on just how much work it takes to put an RDA to market. But you are sort of still at a bit of a stage at the moment where you've got to keep your cards close to your chest, aren't you? How much can you actually tell us about that?
There's one big thing that we
say. Say that.
Yeah, there's a couple of things. There's a couple of key features in the way that the RDA itself is going to work. And typically with Frostbox, what we want to try and do is keep things nice and simple and straightforward, but at the same time, make them, I suppose, quirky and our own spin on things.
Yeah.
So what I can say is one of the things that the RDA will not have are any O-rings at all. So there'll be nothing that perishes on the dripper.
Interesting. Ooh, a Vape Talk UK exclusive. RDA coming at Expo with no O-rings. I mean, to be fair, you buy some RDAs from Expo, and when you get them home, they've got no O-rings anyway. But you know, just depends on who you choose to spend your money with, doesn't it?
Yeah, there is that. Yeah.
So right, quick bit of internal admin. Riad, how long do you want for your bit, mate?
2 minutes.
Oh, because see, we got about half an hour left.
We could do half an hour, mate.
So, do you want to let Matt and Dan have a rest from talking now, and you do your bit and see how long that takes up?
Hold on. Before we do that, can we just find out where people can purchase the box mods from?
Absolutely, yeah. Dan, Matt, do you want to take us through who's stocking you?
Right. Okay.
Where's the website? Hang on.
Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, I think the.
Have you took it off?
Not be prepared.
Yeah.
Basically, we know where it's going.
Yeah. What we're gonna do is there's gonna be two things. The first one is we're basically working with a handful of reputable retailers. So there'll be numerous outlets around the country, all I suppose radiused fairly from one another, because a lot of them, you know, you can understand that if they're going to stock a product, they want to make sure that it's different than what the guy around the corner is doing. So at the moment, we've probably got about, I'd say, a good sort of 10, maybe a dozen solid retailers that we're looking to work with. On top of that, once the shop section on the website goes live, anything that we build that's in stock can be sold directly off the website. And what me and Dan are going to do is take photos of each independent mod as they've been built. So if we do one in black with orange wiring, orange stickers, that kind of thing, and it's what you want, then that will be the exact one that you will buy. That's what you'll receive.
As soon as it's made up, we photographed and uploaded straight to the site. Obviously, if multiple are made, there'll be multiple available.
It's still going to be very much like a bespoke product. Then you're still going to get the exact combination that you want.
Can you request? Can you say that you want a certain thing, or would that be a customization?
Initially, it's like Frostbox has been up until now. I suppose it's all an evolutionary process, if you like. So initially, I suppose I'm not. It's not stubbornness or anything like that. It's just the fact that I haven't really got Dan from the get-go. No. It's just going to be little old me on my own, powder coating, prepping the boxes, doing everything to sort of satisfy the website as well as wholesalers and retailers. So I can't obviously speed things up any more than I know I can do, because quality starts to dip and stuff like that. So I'm not having that. But no, I think eventually what we'd like is, like, you know, if you go on to say the BMW Mini website or something, you can have like drop down menus, what colour you want your roof to be, ring mirrors, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
We'll hopefully do something like that, so people can go on there and they can say, right, I'll have a white box, I want red stickers, I want well, you could have like a white box, red lid, a white sticker on the red lid, a red sticker on the white box, red and white wiring inside, matching polarity stickers, this, that, and the other. You know, we're hoping to keep the cost of that the same. You know, if it is going to be any more, it ain't going to be massive amounts. It's as I say, it's not really about that. It's down to just little old me at the moment, just kind of.
Not for long, Matt.
Yeah, not for long.
It's very cool that you're looking to the future and sort of wanting to exceed what you're doing already. So.
Yeah.
I have a question before we go on to something else now.
Yeah, go on.
Have you got any thoughts about sort of a regular?
Yes.
Like a church?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like trying to get blood out of a stone with these two, isn't it?
No, that is something we definitely want to look at in the future. Once we've got our feet firmly planted, obviously we're going to start. Well, I'll start looking at some enclosures and stuff like that, and then hopefully get something in there, whether it be an existing chip on the market or we even go and get our own made. I don't know. It's world's your oyster.
Loving it.
That would be exciting. A bespoke chip. I don't think I've heard of any like small manufacturer mod ever come out on the market with a bespoke chip.
Okay, so looking for it, innit? There's people out there. You'll find them.
I think, to be honest, the way that that the frost boxes are at the moment, I would probably hazard a guess to say that the traditional sort of powder coated Hammond enclosures that we currently do will just represent the old school frost box, and it will always be that way. I've tried things. I mean, I've got a halo switch in here and a voltmeter, and you know, it lights up and all the rest of it, but it just messes with what I'm trying to do inside, and if a wire to me looks like it doesn't belong there and it doesn't fit, then it ain't going to go in, sort of thing. And that's just me kicking the heels in the butt.
No one wants that halo switch anyway, do they? Come on, once your fingers over it, you can't even see it.
Yeah.
I think it's the simplicity of the mod that people like. It's very, very not discrediting the product. I'm saying it's very simple because you just plug and play it, off you go. It looks really nice. It's clean, and sort of if you go sort of above and beyond where it's not really needed, you're taking that simplicity away from the beauty of the mod.
Yeah. It's sort of less is more approach, I suppose, and you know, but like Dan said, I mean, if we do end up looking at like DNAs or chips or anything like that, then we'll probably end up doing some kind of design by us box, you know, that we have CNC milled, and just kind of implement it that way, you know, and work with a CAD program, just some software that Dan's really, really good at using. I'm terrible, so I don't know what I'm doing on it. But I just kind of leave it to Dan and.
Well, it's my day job.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
You leave Dan to do the thing that he gets paid to do for a living. Yeah, fair enough. Right. Should we talk about Riad for a bit? Should we leave these two boys to have a little rest?
Riad. Yeah, let's talk about Riad for a second. So as or as not, I think you're probably all aware that I've relocated up to the lovely Bonnie, Scotland. I have learnt a few extra words which I didn't know before, which is exciting. It scares me at the same time because I'm slowly turning Scottish. Yet to chase a haggis in the fields and stuff like that.
Have you deep fried anything that you otherwise wouldn't have deep fried?
I had pizza crunch the other day, which is deep fried pizza.
Ugh.
Nothing wrong with it.
Sorry?
There's nothing wrong with it.
I love it. I think it's quite nice.
Oh, the Edinburgh taste.
It would be a lot better if it wasn't like, you know, one of the Tesco special pizzas that they deep fried, but it was, and it was all right. But yeah, I've along with my father-in-law, let's say, you know, we've been engaged for a long time, might as well be married. My father-in-law.
It's weird.
Father-in-law, yeah, my girlfriend's dad or fiance's dad. We've opened up a vape shop, and it's been fucking hard work. As Dolan would obviously like to say, mind you, he had a lot more work to do in this than we had in ours, to be fair. But it's just a few long nights. We got the keys on Tuesday, and last Tuesday, we opened Monday, yesterday. Had a visit from the best admin on Vape Talk UK, Callum.
Riad?
Yeah.
You've gone robot again, mate.
2 seconds.
Thanks, Riad.
Riad.
Right, should we all go now, yeah?
Better? What were you let work?
Lovely audio there, Riad. Lovely audio. Always been a fan of your audio, to be honest.
I know. I don't know what it is because I'm on my webcam because I couldn't get my mic set up or anything. Yeah, so finally getting sorted. Finally got a flat. Finally got internet and all that. But it's not moved in yet. Just here for tonight, which is strange because people are looking at me. So yeah, Stuart, if you want to get the first picture up, this is basically what we started out with when I moved up sort of around the 6th of March, I think it was. You got it up?
Oh, stop moving. Start screen share. There we go.
And it was...
Am I broadcasting to everyone? I'm on one monitor, so this is really difficult for me to do.
I think so. Yeah, so it started off, it was an old ironmonger's. So as you can imagine, it had been there 102 years.
Was there a curly-haired Irishman selling books in there at the time?
No, it was black books. Yeah, yeah. So that's what it started out with, and finally we got the keys last Tuesday, like I said, and it was just an empty shell. and we've managed to turn it into a very minimalistic, but what I think is quite nice shop. So that's a shot of the sofa.
Look at that sofa.
Yeah.
Look at that curly cheap frills build mat.
Yeah, it's curled up at the edge. It's the cold weather, I'm telling you. Next shot.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. So that's the lovely wall of sex, as I like to call it.
Vampire Vapes there on the right.
Yeah, Vampire, and then our own white label from the same guys where you get yours, Stuart.
Delicious stuff in it. It's all right.
It is actually nice. It is actually nice. And then the other angle, which is the angle you see the old shop, and that's where I stood for the old picture. So as you can see, it's quite a dramatic change. But yeah, no, we're made up. We're more than happy, and yeah.
Mate, do you know what I actually love the most about that entire shop?
The fact that you're miles away from it.
That's what I love most.
That's what I love most. Yeah.
So. I will be honest, that is a feature. It's those rope lights under the counter, mate. Those rope lights under the counter. It's just like 90% vape shop, 10% vodka revolutions.
Yes,
you know
that's what we're going for. A modern twist to Little Denny Toon, as they call it up here.
Oh, look, see, I asked if I was broadcasting, and I wasn't broadcasting, Riad. So we're gonna have to show them all those photos again now.
Put them up again and broadcast to everybody.
Hang on. Right, me.
Right.
There we go. Right.
Is that you?
So that's what it started as. And then that's the sofa in the corner there. Opposite top to toe. Fantastic hair, beauty and nail salon, that is.
They are really good.
They also do tanning for anyone interested. You can get it all at top to toe in Denny.
Other beauty shops are available.
Well, not as good though, to be honest.
Don't know. Wouldn't know.
And then there's another view. And there's some Vampire Vapes on the right there and some white label just beside it. That's what we were talking about then. Lovely remote control there, you'll notice as well. Don't know if you can see that, but there's a remote control on the end of the counter. Very nice.
Yeah, like the remote. The remote and the phone. The phone definitely makes it.
The remote actually really sort of completes the aesthetic for me.
You can't, oh my God, you can actually see the carrot sat on the table as well.
Yeah, there's the carrot with a bottle of cheap frills.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's another little look there. What is that, Little Havana that you've got with that? Or is it Lemon 11?
What? Little Havana, yeah.
Little Havana, yeah. That would make sense, because that's your favourite one.
Yeah. So there you go. It's been a labour of love and a lot. Well, I say a lot.
One question.
What?
In one of them pictures on the top shelf, you've got shitloads of cans of fucking Coke and Iron Brew. Is that right?
Well, you got to sell fucking juice whilst you're there, ain't you? Otherwise, I just go down the road and buy it. So that's why.
I just thought I saw a bit of Iron Brew.
Yeah, you wait, mate. Beer pumps everything. Not really.
No, you ain't really got the space in there, have you? Let's be honest.
No. Well, there is a room out back. There's a room out back. It's like a bomb site at the moment because we haven't even painted it yet. And then we've got a toilet which is yet to be installed. So we have to kind of walk out the back and use an outhouse, an old school outhouse, which
freezes your bum off.
We share with the Chinese next door.
Nice. So you got Chinese takeaway next door as well.
Right next door. I don't
Mate, your vape meets are gonna be fucking epic.
and one of them's a vapor. He came around and bought a kit yesterday. So
amazing.
Yeah.
So you need to work something out now. He gets discounted juice, you get discounted chow mein, something like that.
Either that or just a freebie here, freebie there, you know.
Yeah, help each other out, you know.
Something.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had we noticed we've been getting quite a lot of bridies, which is like I don't know anybody that knows. It's a pasty, but with like mushed up meat. I don't know. It's almost like a Cornish pasty, but shit, and probably a lot more unhealthy. Yeah, so we've been eating a lot of those. So I went down and bought a couple of Plowman sandwiches today. And that was the most interesting story I've got.
I like it. So what's week one been like?
What, day 2, you mean?
Well, yeah, but yeah, well, that is still the second day of the first week, so I'm not.
It's been all right. Open day was really busy actually. We quite enjoyed it.
Are you gonna do an opening meet?
Quite possibly. We want to build up our customer base a little bit first, because I realise it's a long way to travel for you guys. So
Gonna get Todd's reviews down.
Todd's reviews, yeah. Douglas threatened to come in, but apparently he was washing his beard. Callum came in, so that's all that matters. And we're just waiting for Victor Mullen to come in. That would make my week. It would. I'd really, really love to give that guy a kiss on the cheek.
Nice. So that's your little bit, is it?
That was sorry. That was 10 minutes. Oh, Andy Gregory, have you got a website, Rick? No, we're staying away from the interwebs for now until we get like Shop Free open.
That's okay, because I'm pretty sure Dolan's got something he can tell us about as well.
What's that?
What's happening this weekend, Dolan? Let's have some hype.
Well, this weekend rather, Saturday we have the Endless Tour. Squeaky chair. Coming to Vape in Leicester. We've got beautiful Tom coming. I'm pretty sure I found out today that we've also got another special guest coming.
Not me.
Well, you've never been to one of mine, so I wouldn't worry about it.
No, lovely Stuart's coming.
Yeah, do you know what? This is the shittest fucking story in the world. Me and Jono Clark wanted to surprise Big Tom and Dolan by me just turning up, because I've not seen either of them since Expo. And we had it all planned, and then we saw the train fares, and it was like, fuck me, this like 155 quid or something for me to get up there and back if I stayed in Leeds with Tom and Jono. So we sort of started figuring a few workarounds, and the best workaround was if I stayed in Leicester with Mark instead, but that obviously meant that Mark had to know that I was coming. And then we got a bit excited and accidentally told Tom as well. So it's not a surprise anymore, but yeah, I'm going to be there.
To be honest, Stuart, it would have been the world's shittest surprise.
Well, maybe for you, Riad, because you're a fucking dickhead, but Dolan and
Stuart would have turned up. Stuart would have turned up, and Mark would be locking the fucking door.
See, you always got to be like this, but Tom and Mark actually like me. We're friends.
Can't say that
It's
word.
going to be a fucking lonely life for you, Riad, if you carry on like that.
Triggered.
Jesus.
So the endless, obviously, there's the endless cloud comp, which is taking place from 7:30. We're suggesting people get there early to pre-register. I do believe that there will be equipment given away as prizes from the guys at Endless. Also, the opportunity to appear in the final at Expo. I'm not sure what day the final is. Tom, do you know?
The final is going to be on the Saturday of Expo, which I believe is the 20. I want to say the 28th. Is it 27th, 29th?
Yeah.
27th, 28th, 29th, or is it 26th, 27th, 28th? It's going to be on the Saturday of the Expo, regardless.
The weekend of the Expo. So, so come down. Come and meet Mr. Big Tom off RedTube at YouTube.
As Kev's just said in chat, the cloud comp is single 18650.1 limit. Is that right? That is right, isn't it?
Great.
So yeah, enter the cloud comp. MC Gatlin is the hype man for the night. And who at judges?
Judge is going to be Matt from VJu, Stu Vapes, and Paul Harrison.
There we go. So it's a nice weekend to look forward to.
Everybody that enters the cloud comp gets a little sort of something.
Little sticker.
You get juice.
Participation trophies for the fucking snowflakes.
No, you get juice, a bag, hat for all, just for entering, and then obviously the person who wins the comp gets the one of one for the fourth round. Mod 1 of 1 and gets juice, gets a package, and obviously a VIP ticket to.
Cost 50 quid to enter, though, mind.
It costs $0 to enter. Not a penny. So I think the weekend's going to be absolutely brilliant because obviously we're getting hosted by the great man, Mr. Dolan. So it'll be a fucking laugh.
Should be a good night.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fucking brilliant. It's going to be really nice to see a few people as well. I am looking forward to that.
Should be good evening. As Tom says, it's completely free to enter, but there is a £20 donation on the door to come in.
Yeah, I mean that's that's fine. Mike.
I always finish that sentence for you, Dolan. There to come in.
You've got a shot to run, Mark. That's fair enough, mate.
No, and as Martin says, there's a spearmint rhino across the road. So
I'm just going to get into that. It's my birthday on the 20th, and obviously I'm going to see you all. So I'm planning on trying to get a few of you across to that fucking bar afterwards.
On that note, does anybody wish Stuart a happy birthday? I know I wasn't here for the first half an hour, but
there we go. So we can have a joint celebration with strippers, casinos, and all that.
Yeah.
Nobody wished Stuart a happy birthday.
Well, they all did it on the day, mate.
Oh, yeah, but I'll be busy.
We sing a belated happy birthday.
Ooh.
Happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday to join in. Join.
You look like a monkey. Fuck off to the zoo.
Wow, that hurt. Yeah.
Did you lose your virginity from a hooker on your birthday?
No, I didn't. I'm actually still a virgin. I'm still pristine. So if there are any people watching that want to take my virtue, then no, I don't actually. I'm very happily with someone, in fact, and we don't have sex. We don't need that in our relationship. It just adds an extra layer of complication.
Yes, and he's a virgin too.
Yeah. And that's just how we want to keep it. To be honest, that's how we want to keep it. We're happy with our way. So
purity, nice, simple relationship. Yeah,
exactly. No reason to overcomplicate things, and we like it like that. So no, not a fuck to give.
Literally. Fair enough.
So before we go, we've technically got 13 minutes, but we need to wrap up pretty soon. Before we go, have our Frostbox guys got anything else that they want to say about Expo, where you're going to be, who you're going to be near, and all that sort of jazz? And
not who we're going to be near, not a clue. We're going to be near Sluice Juice. So we're going to be on there. Stand number, not sure yet.
Yeah. We're hoping to catch up with people like Mari. Actually, we need to say a big thank you to, because she's one of the sort of, I suppose, most
hardcore, massive.
Yeah, but she's a real kind of valued friend of mine. I think I've got to know a hell of a lot of people, since we started this journey, and I mean, even Colin, Wes, and Kev from Splitting Your Dripper. I mean, we met them at the Expo in October last year. Introduced us to a load of people.
Oh, God, yeah.
And they've kept in touch ever since, sort of thing. So the whole FBI family group as well. It's on Facebook, and that's kind of because Mari's really pushing that, and she's the moderator on there, sort of thing. So it's a really nice kind of. Well, we're both really happy with it.
What's the name of the Facebook group? Sorry, guys.
Say again, Tom.
What's the name of the Facebook group so people can go and like it or join the group?
I think Badger linked it earlier. You'll link it again.
Yeah, he's gonna find it. It's FBI family, all one word. Yeah.
I'll link it in chat.
Whilst we're talking about Sluice Juice, I just want to give a shout out to Tom, who's just opened his first shop, I think, in the past week or so. Was it, lads?
Yeah, we went down Saturday to see him. So well done to Tom, and hello to Nikki as well, who Nikki has been sort of part of the journey as well, in the fact that she's been responsible for, dare I say, my lollipop.
Yeah.
So yeah, without Nikki's help as well. So. Thanks very much, Nikki. She's been golden and helped us with all the radical designs and the new sort of, fruit range that we're coming out with soon. And
well, let's just say Nikki's redone the lollipop.
Yeah.
The person we've got to thank for the lollipop is Sam. Sam Roge.
Sam Roge, actually, at Vape Fest 2015.
Yeah.
Came. Well, I told him what it was that I wanted, and he kind of put the basic outline together, and it kind of snowballed from there.
It just stuck, didn't it? So, yeah,
it just kind of stuck. So big up to
Sam for the original idea, and then Nikki for the redo.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether you guys know this, but usually after the show, we stay on in Google Hangouts for a bit, and we give the link to people that have been watching, and they come and chat to us for a bit and just sort of hang around. So are you guys going to be sticking back after the show to talk?
Yeah, come by for 10, 15 minutes, something like that. Yeah, no problem at all.
Nice. So there'll be about 5 places going in a minute. We'll put the link in the chat as per usual. If it doesn't work, then we'll put it on the Vape.UK Facebook page. Facebook group, sorry, and you can pick up the link from there. But has anyone else got anything to say, or should we head off?
Yeah, I think
we're also looking at adding a few more bits and pieces to what it is that we do. So hopefully very soon we should be unveiling what we're classing as the Frostbox coil syrups.
Yeah.
Which going to be a range of juices, not many to start with, but basically, we've kind of been working with fully TPD compliant people that know what they're doing, basically, and testing juices and going through sample after sample and stuff like that. So
nice.
Coils as well.
Yeah,
Coils coming. Yeah.
Obviously the RDA and everything else.
There's too much.
Yeah, there's a lot. So
yeah,
amazing. So 2017 is going to be fucking exciting for you guys by the sound of it.
Yeah, it is. Very much.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're about ready to wrap up then. So Hangout link will appear in the chat shortly.
Oh shit! Guess I got to do a vape trick. Come on.
That did used to be a real thing. That did actually used to be a real thing.
It still is now. It still is now.
No, it doesn't have to be a vape trick. It can be any sort of something that people don't know you can do. Maybe an accent or maybe impersonation. It can be absolutely anything.
As long as it's not sexual, we are on YouTube.
Mate, just blow an O and get them off your case.
I can't blow O's.
No, nor me.
Well, this is going to be a longer show than we thought it was, guys. Let's strap in and see what happens.
Oh, there's an O. I saw one. I definitely saw an O.
So sorted. I'm done.
I'm just gonna
take your glasses off. That's a good trick.
That must have
been brilliant.
That must have taken a lot of practice beforehand.
Yeah.
To get that right. It would be better if you put your t-shirt up and then put your glasses back on.
So next week, in line with the Endless Tour and all that, week 3 of UK Makers is going to be Endless Mods UK, isn't it, Tom?
Yes, mate.
So obviously that big Tom there who works for Endless Mods will be here, but I believe Mr. Paul Harrison's joining us as well.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't just nod, Tom. You've got to say something.
Yes, Stuart. Yes, Stuart, my love.
Yes, yes. Right. So we will see you all next week, I suppose, and we'll see some of you in the chat in a minute. So yeah. Night. Night, everyone. Night. Yeah.